Before the video starts, I would like to give a big thank you to Ezra, the main person behind Sylbyte, I believe, for leaving a nice little comment on my video. I really appreciate it, and without further ado, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video. After a weary battle against Mito, that's the person I was fighting last video, she takes a gamble and gets a decisive blow on us, making it so we can't fight anymore. She talks about how the Electromians are super evil and they wanted more territory, which caused her clan to be wiped out. When we were about to be finished, Naomi does her usual BS and defeats Mito very quickly and has her pinned as the dust settles. Being the bad and ignorant person she is, she makes fun of the opponent and she just demolished. Somehow, after disarming Mito, she gets all buddy-buddy with her and learns more about their culture. After that whole spiel, Naomi talks about how she is a scrapped Electromian because she doesn't meet the requirements of a proper Electromian. Naomi talks more about how her family were on the good side, but Mito doesn't trust us still and ultimately wants us to leave. We later get lost in the forest, but Naomi says walking in a straight line is our best bet. Naomi said that Electromians are not liked by the Onis in the forest. Who could have guessed? And we get into an encounter with Syl's younger sister, Vi, who Naomi admits to being weaker to. Vi immediately resorts to violence and almost kills Naomi. She was releasing such a powerful aura that her heart was beating like crazy. In a state of panic, we don't understand what she is saying, but when she pats our head, she actually just wanted to protect us from the danger. She is a more likable person compared to Naomi, as she does what she does to protect others and doesn't hurt defenseless people. She even offers a hug to us since she scared us so much. We unfortunately refuse it and explain our situation. Vi is actually a really sympathetic person and wouldn't want to forget his sister Syl, so she understands the situation. After a bit more explaining, she says we wouldn't be able to pass, but since we are her sister's friends, she lets us under a condition, but we have to wait for Naomi to wake up first. She says that she'll let us pass if we can hit her when she is at 10% of her power, which is scary given how Naomi, who was quickly able to dispose of our enemies previously, got the same treatment done to her. Reluctantly, I picked the hardest difficulty because, spoiler alert, I am clinically insane. So, to start off this fight, she actually does some very evil magic that instantly makes her harder than the other two bosses combined. The first part of the attack starts with the orb at the center of the screen. It fires off pellets in a circular motion to the top and the bottom. When it reaches the end of the screen, it flips and shoots in the opposite direction. The second part of the attack starts at the beginning of the cycle, where she fires off this tracking speed arrow that we have to move to dodge. This attack is very frustrating because even if you move a tiny bit in the right position to dodge, you will get hit, and it caused me a lot of anguish in the long run. The second part of this fight is where her more unique part comes out, where she actually jumps to where the player is standing and fires off quick diamond-shaped pellets and slow circular pellets. After the barrage has ended, she will be staggered for like 5 seconds before the cycle continues. The best way I was able to beat this phase was to wait for the first cycle to end at the top of the screen where she would jump. I would dodge the pellets, then walk up to her so she would jump at the same spot, creating a much more easier cycle for me to deal with. I honestly don't know what to say about this last phase. It rivals Prime Syl, which if you haven't watched, please go watch it. So, she mimics a part of the fight by locking us in a small quadrant of the area. Then she fires off the tracking attack of the first phase, but way faster. At the same time the projectile is being launched, pellets will spawn in from the center and spread out, with 2 of those locations spawning double the amount. Also, to top it off, from the bottom left and top right parts of the screen, she fires off the diamond-shaped pellets that move slowly, just like Syl. To say I struggled would be an understatement because for the majority of the time, I didn't know how to handle the boss, but I remembered how I beat Syl. I had to keep moving without stopping. So after implementing that strategy, I was able to get a very successful run. Finally. Yo, bruh. Like, sure, it may only say like less than an hour here, but I'm telling you, bro, there was another recording, bro. I don't know where it went, bro. Like 4 hours of recording that boss. Oh my god, bro. Finally, bro. Like, I'm not even feeling like that happy anymore, bro. I'm feeling like relief, man. Like freedom, bro. Like, oh my god, bro. Man, I just don't even know no more, bro. I don't even know what to do no more. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like playing this boss, and it makes me question what exactly the developers were doing in the previous two. This boss had what it takes to be among the hardest in the game so far, but the order of the difficulty is very off. After Orin, the next bosses should have gotten progressively harder, but the other two were walks in the park until Vi. Overall, I do wish they would do some tweaking to the previous two so they can meet the expectations of Orin and Vi, because those are the bosses they're squished in between, and they should actually like mirror the difficulty.
I would rather die than hear any of that again.